Well, good afternoon, everyone. This is Mrs. Green, and I'm going to talk to you a little bit today about in-text citation. Sometimes it's called parenthetical citation. Most of you 8th graders have had this before if you were here at GMS last year. And the great thing about in-text citations is taking the work from your works cited page, all those great sources that you've got and you've put in your works cited page, and now you're showing the reader where you're using it within your writing. It shows that you have quality research and that you're proud of where it came from. You're branding your work. It shows evidence that you have good facts, and it connects your source citations to the place in the writing in which you've put that research in your paragraphs. It's pretty easy to do. In-text citation goes at the end of a sentence within your paragraph, and you use it whenever you use information you have found from another source, like a website, a book, a tweet, perhaps a database, an online journal, anything that you've used that hasn't come from your head. You have to let your reader give them evidence of where it came from, right inside your paragraph. You tell the reader where it came from. The in-text citation gives the reader enough information so that they can find that source, whether it's the name of a book or a website, back on your works cited page. And then bam, your reader then can click on the link to that website. They can go to that website. They can check out the book that you've used because you've dropped the breadcrumbs from your in-text citation back to the works cited page where your teacher, your reader now can find the source it came from. And it's easy to do. I have two examples here. The first one is a web source, and I've been writing a paper a little bit about nutrition. And within my paragraph, I make a statement that McDonald's Artisan Grilled Chicken Sandwich has 19 grams of fat. Now, I didn't take the sandwich to a laboratory and test it myself to see how much fat it was. Nope. I got it from the website, McDonald's website, which they give us nutritional facts. And if we scroll up the top here, a little bit farther, you can see that in our source citation part of this lesson, I have taken the website and made a good source citation for where I found this information. This information came from McDonald's Nutrition Calculator, McDonald's website. It was found on August 29th, 2016, and then here's the website. Newsflash, newsflash, newsflash. All right, there is something that has changed with making citations. They are now asking us, the MLA people, the Modern Language Association, is asking us now to put back the URL at the end of a citation. Because you know what, when you're submitting your papers online to your teacher, if you have your URL at the end of your citation, it makes it really easy for the reader or your teacher just to click on that link and then go right to where you found your information. The teachers then can check to make sure that it matches with what you have in your paragraph. All right, so here is the website that I used. When I'm making an in-text citation, I use the first few words of a title, if it's just a few words long, as my indicator within my parenthetical citation. If you have a page number, put it in there. Most websites don't. So you simply just use the title, and then you put parentheses around it and a period at the end. The period lets the reader know that everything that has come before it comes from, in that sentence, comes from this website or this source, right? Here's an example of an in-text print citation. "You are mistaken," said Voldemort. Rowling, page 444. We don't have page number in there. We just put the number of the page. The reader automatically assumes that when you put the number behind it, it's a page number. So the author is Rowling, and the page number is 44. Now the reader can take that information and go back to your works cited page, and I have an example of a source citation for this too. This would be placed on a works cited page, and I have the author's name, the title of the book, the publisher, and the date it was published. Using Rowling, I can find that on my works cited page. I can check out the title because now I know the title. I've gone to the works cited page and found it. And if I turn to page 444 in that book, I would find this exact quote. So that's why we like in-text citation, right? It drops the breadcrumbs for the reader So the reader then can go to your Works Cited page and take the information you've provided from the Works Cited page and then go find exactly where that evidence is that you've used to brand your good works with, right? Okay, let's take another look. I've got here a Works Cited page. This might look a little familiar to you because it was an example we used last year. This is I did a report on Switzerland, and so I have several sources here on my Works Cited page. My Works Cited page is double-spaced. It's in alphabetical order. All right, I have the second line of our citations indented when there is a second line needed. And I have a book, and I have 2 websites, and I have the websites URLs on there as well. Okay, so within this paragraph that I'm writing, I have found page 75 in the book called Switzerland. And on page 75 in that book called Switzerland, it says the Swiss are expert cheesemakers and have been making cheese for thousands of years. All right, here is the way I paraphrase that statement and put it in my in-text citation. The Swiss have been making cheese for over 1,000 years. They are considered to be experts at it. Now, I didn't know that before I read the book, and even though I didn't use the exact words, I still need to make an in-text citation for that. What would that look like, do you think? I would find my print source, what's on my Works Cited page. I would use just the last name of the author. Last name is Rao, okay? And it came from page 75 of the book called Switzerland. So the page number is 75. I close it in parentheses and put a period at the end. Done. That's it. Okay, here's another one. Here is a quote from the same book on the same page. It is said, the Swiss are expert cheesemakers and have been making cheese for thousands of years. All right, that came directly from the book. Again, the book is called Switzerland and is written by Rebecca Rao, and this information came from page 75. So I take the author's last name, Rao, the page number, close it in parentheses, and put a period behind it. All right. We're going to try one from a website. This is the website that I used to get information from. Switzerland is the title. There wasn't an author, so when I made my citation for my Works Cited page, I started with the title of the article, the place where it came from, who published it, the date that it was published, the date that came from the web, and then that I retrieved it on April 14, 2015. Now, in that website, there was information that stated that they had a population of 7 million people. And so this is what I put in my in-text citation, in my writing. With a population of 7 million, Switzerland has an average density of more than 450 persons per square mile. I didn't go and count people in Switzerland. I got that from this website. Now, I don't have an author's last name or a page number, so I use the title, and that becomes my signal word. It's just a one-word title, so that's all I need to use is that one word, Switzerland. I'm going to put it in quotation marks because that's the way it is in my citation. Close it with parentheses and put a period behind it. All right, I'm going to leave you to give it a try. Last thing, again, remember, that information from this site, like Switzerland, allows me to go to my Works Cited page and find the citation that starts with the same signal word. Boom, I can click on this and it'll take me right to the link. Got it? Okay, now it's your turn to try.